Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel Russian from Zero. And today we are going to learn the Russian alphabet that includes 33 letters. 9 of them are vowels, 22 of them are consonants, and there are 2 letters that don't fit to any group. They are used just to make the consonant that stands before these letters softer or harder. So let's get started. And here we see the Russian alphabet, and I will underline consonants and vowels. So vowels will be underlined with the red color, consonants will be underlined with the blue color, and letters that don't fit to any group will be underlined with the green color. So let's get started. The first letter is A, and the sound is A. In English, it's pronounced like A in father, or in Russian, the example is dva, what means two. The next letter is B. The sound is B. In English, it's pronounced like B in bad, or any other word including this letter. In Russian, it would be like oba, pronounced like B in oba, what means both. The next letter is V, and the sound is V. In English, it would be pronounced like V in van. And in Russian, it would be pronounced like V in what, what means here. Or also there is a preposition that consists of the only one letter V, what means in. So it's the whole preposition that you may learn right now. The next letter is G. In English, it's pronounced, the sound is G. In English, it's pronounced like G in go. In Russian, it would be pronounced like G in God, what means a year. The next letter is D. It would be pronounced like D. In English, it would be pronounced like D in done. And in Russian, you may learn the new word of agreement, da, like what means yes. I guess everybody has already heard it. The next letter is Ye. It's pronounced like ye. Also, I would here add something, and I would pronounce it like ye. Like, for example, people who are German speakers, for example, would pronounce it this way, like ye. Not je, but ye. In English, it's pronounced like ye in yes. So here the sound ye, yes. In Russian, it would be pronounced like ye in nye, what means not. For example, not beautiful, not tall, not huge, and so on. So we deny an adjective, for example, or an adverb. The next letter is yo. Again, it would be pronounced like yo, also like for English speakers and for German speakers, for example. In English, it would be pronounced like yo in your. In Russian, it will be pronounced like yo in всё. Just a little bit softer, means all, or I would also say that would mean everything. For example, всё, что тебе надо, everything you need. The next consonant is ж. It's pronounced like zh. In English, it would be pronounced like pleasure, and it's not, as in this case, it's not the equivalent of this letter. It's just a letter that makes sounds zh in this case between these vowels, like pleasure in English. I hope it's clear. And in Russian, it would be pronounced like zh in zhuk. It means a beetle. The next letter is z. It's a consonant as well. It's pronounced like z, and in English it would be pronounced like z in zoo. Or in Russian, it would be also pronounced like z in znoi. Or also, if we translate this word zu into Russian, it would be written like this. Zoo, zoopark. Or this word means heat. The next vowel is E. The sound is E. In English, it would be pronounced like E in C, or a seed also. I'll write it right here. In Russian, it's pronounced like E in ili, what means or. It's a preposition. The next consonant is I краткая, which means E short. I'll write it right here, the way it's called in English. I краткая. It's like in Russian, it's written, and in English, it's pronounced like this. That means E short. Here you see the translation, right? So this is E short. It's reference to this. In English, it's pronounced like Y in toy. In Russian, it's pronounced like Y in mой. That means my. The next consonant is K. The sound is K. In English, it's pronounced like K in a word kept. In Russian, you may learn a new question word, кто, that means who. The next consonant is L. The sound is L. Equivalent in English would be L in a lamp. Or also in Russian would be like equivalent li, that means weather. The next consonant is M. The sound is M. In English, it would be pronounced like M in mother. Or in Russian, we pronounce like M in mеч, that means a sword. Or also, if you will learn a new word now, like in Russian, if we translate the word mother, it's mama. Like, let me write the transcription in English. It means mama. The next consonant is N. It's pronounced like N, like not in English. Or also не, as you see here in Russian, or no, it's a new preposition, no, what means but in Russian. Please don't read it like no, like no, it's just some kind of transcription, and O in this case is really, really short. The next letter is a vowel, O. It's pronounced like O. And in English, it would be pronounced like O in bor, or a new word in Russian is on, what means he. Please don't confuse the transcription and the meaning of this word in Russian, because these words have completely different meanings. The next letter is P. In Russian, it's pronounced like P, as a short sound. In English, it would be pronounced like P in potato. Or here you see a new preposition that you may learn right now, pod. That means under. The next consonant is R. The sound is R. It's pronounced like run, but you should pronounce this word run with the Russian R sound, like run. I know you may struggle with this letter, and you may not know how to pronounce it, but you should practice. And in other videos, I will tell how to make this sound. And the example is река in Russian. The stress falls on the last part of the word, what means a river. The next consonant is S. The sound is S, like stone, or a new word, если, what means if. Also, the stress falls on the first part. Then another consonant is T. The sound is T. In English, it's pronounced like T in top. And in Russian, the example is тот, what means that. Or, these or that, and so on. The next vowel is U. Don't read it like you, but just U. Probably would be written like this. Like a tool in English, or уже, that means already. It's a Russian example. The next consonant is F. It's pronounced like F, like you read it like face in English, and in Russian it's pronounced like F in forma, what means a form. The next consonant is H. The sound is H or H. And in English, I would probably say that this example is irrelevant, so I would replace it with the word how, and this is the way you pronounce this letter. In Russian, it would be pronounced like H in duh, what means a spirit. Another consonant is C. It's pronounced like ts, and in English, this sound is made of two letters, T and S. For example, sits, or in Russian, it would be like ts in the word конец, what means the end. Another consonant is ch. The equivalent in English would be chet or cheat. Many other words that have this sound. In Russian, it would be read like ch in the word час, what means an hour. The another consonant is sh. Sha, and the sound is sh. This letter is pronounced in a hard way, like sh. Here, no soft sound here. And then in English, the equivalent would be like sh in sharp, or shower, or sharp, and so on. In Russian, the equivalent would be vash, what means yours. Another consonant is sha. It's a soft form of the letter sha. So you see that sha is pronounced in the hard way, and sha is pronounced in a really soft way. For example, sheep, or she, or shoes. Just try to pronounce it like in English, but make it softer than in English. And in Russian, it would be pronounced like sh in щека, what means a cheek. And here we see the first letter that doesn't fit to any group. Like it's neither a consonant nor a vowel. And this is the letter hard sound. In Russian, it's called твердый знак. And it's written in English, it's written like this. Here I'm about to write the transcription. Wait a second. Твердый знак. What means a hard sign. It's used to make a consonant that goes before this letter really hard. It's a hard sign, as you see here. Let's just check out what we have here as example. We see here the letter B, and if we read this word, it would sound like object. Object. That means an object. So you hear that B sounds in a really hard way. That's why this letter doesn't fit to any group, just it's on its own. The next vowel is U. I can't write the way it's pronounced in English, but let's just try to find an example in English and pronounce it like I and in eel. It's not really eel, it's eel. But you should put your tongue back to your throat and try to pronounce this letter. So in Russian, there is a really famous word that means ты, what means you. Another sign that we see here, it's like the hard sign, it's the soft sign. What means мягкий знак. Мягкий знак. Now it shouldn't be written like this. It's the soft sign. It's used after a consonant to make it softer, to make it sound softer. For example, it may stand in the beginning of the word or in the end of the word. For example, here we see апрель. You see that L is really soft here in this position because it stands before the soft sign, what means April. Don't forget to make it soft. But anyway, if you mispronounce something or you make a mistake here, me and other Russians will understand you anyway, so don't really care about it. The next vowel is the letter E. In English, it would be pronounced like E in met. Like met somebody, here is the sound E. Or in Russian, it would be pronounced like E in это, which means this or that. So the next vowel is U. So please don't read it like Jew. Again, it's like example for German speakers, because they will read it like you. And for English speakers, you can see the example right here. It's pronounced like you in use, in the word use in English. And in Russian, the example would be you in yug, what means south. The next and the last letter of the Russian alphabet is the vowel called ya. Again, don't read it like ja. It's also for Germans right here, and please read it like ya, or like this, yeah, if you're German. Like in English, it would be pronounced like ya in the word yard. Or in Russian, the example would be ya in ряд, what means a row. So I hope that this video was really useful for you. And if you have any questions, write them down below in comments because I will read them all. Also, if you have a question, don't hesitate to ask me, and maybe I will make a video about your question and tell other foreigners about your question. So, thank you for watching this video and see you later.